The splitting of two earths. Splitting of two earths is a very exciting time period on the planet. And we, who are in human form, get to witness this in a front row seat. But right now, at this very moment, every being in the galaxy is watching. They're watching what unfolds on this planet. The greatest show on earth is happening, and you have a front row seat. Two earths are splitting. Two timelines are playing out simultaneously. And the question before every single soul alive today is the same. Which world are you choosing? The two earths and what they feel like. The old earth, the one so many are still living in, is loud. It's chaotic, confusion, conflict, and collapse. It is pain that is screaming at you. Struggle that seems never-ending. The new earth is something entirely different. It is positivity, peace, clarity, healing, ease. It is building instead of destroying. It is rising instead of sinking. Rising above any form of debilitating situation instead of sinking into it and below it. This isn't a metaphor. There are two actual frequencies, two actual ways of experiencing reality, playing out at once, right now, on this planet, planet Earth. And there is a bridge between them. Can you rise in the light? And I think it's more a rising, a feeling of rising in the light, meaning getting lighter instead of heavier in emotion, feeling, energy. Or can you wrestle with the density of the old earth? Are you still wrestling with your issues? Just yesterday, I was having a conflict and I was starting to sink into it. And I talked to a friend of mine and she reminded me to rise above it. Jesus Christ is actually the greatest example right now. Rising above any form of debilitating, cruel, destructive situation and believing, nope, I'm going to rise from this. It's going to get better. Who gets to cross over? I have to be honest with you because I respect you too much to sugarcoat this. The new earth is not available to everyone. It is for those who have done the work, those who have faced their shadows, those who have looked at their karma, their patterns, their pain, the wounds they have caused and carry. And they have said to themselves, this is mine. I take responsibility for it. And I choose to alchemize it. You cannot manipulate your way into the new earth. You cannot perform your way in. You cannot spiritually bypass your way in. Authenticity equals alignment. That is the only currency that matters now. This means dismantling the identity that the world created for you. All the labels you carry. Those are all programmed, your programmed reality that you've created for yourself. The one that was programmed into you by your family, culture, your trauma, and your fears. It means returning to who you actually truly are. Your true sovereign self. Karmic acceleration. This year we are entering into an acceleration of karmic justice. What you have been putting out into the world and in this life and in previous lifetimes is what is coming back to you swiftly. If you've been putting out an experience, you are about to live the experience that you have been putting out, whether it's positive or negative. So if you've been going around traumatizing people, expect to live in a world where you are continuously traumatized. The haters, the narcissists, the egomaniacs, the ones who have been living in manipulation, in control, in cruelty, they will reap what they have sown. And you will have the pleasure of watching them struggle. And here is something crucial. You cannot save them. You cannot change anyone. Change is an individual, sovereign choice. If someone is not doing the work now, you cannot do it for them. So let them go. Those carrying too much karma so heavy it spans multiple lifetimes, will find these incoming frequencies almost unbearable. They will endure the destruction of the old earth because they cannot lift themselves out of the negativity, the doubt, the fear. This is not punishment. It is simply the law of resonance. You stay with what you create. The new economic reality and mindset shift. The current economic structure will not exist in the new earth. We will move into something entirely new. And to thrive within it, you have to shift where your mind lives. Begin telling yourself, I get paid to exist. I create value simply by being who I am. Move out of the frequency of chaos and scarcity. Become a pure channel. A soul with no karma left to repay. You become what you project out into the world. Your mindset creates your world. What you project out is what you're going to mirror back in. This is what is written in Revelations. The end of the old earth is not about destruction. Not about destruction for its own sake. It is about escaping the hell of the old frequency and rising into a new earth. But it requires you to meet it halfway. Physical symptoms and cosmic support. As these high frequencies pour into the earth, you may feel them in your body. You may feel them in terms of heart palpitations, heartburn, anxiety, panic attacks, shortness of breath, a sense of overwhelm that seems to come out of nowhere. This is all recalibration. The boomer generation may feel this most acutely. These shifts are significant for those whose systems were built on denser frequencies. And yet, the children that are being born now, they are arriving already holding the new frequencies, the new light codes. They are the living proof that it is all possible. To support yourself through this, eat light, eat clean, stay away from heavy foods, chemical foods, dense foods such as meats, fast foods. Try to cook for yourself because you want to infuse your food with love, or at least know who's cooking for you so that you know what form of energy your food is infused with. Also, I talked about this in the first video I did, Revelations. Know where your food is coming from. Know how your food is grown, who it's grown by, who it's raised by. Know the history of the companies that you are giving money to, your hard-earned money. Do not resist what is moving through you. Light codes are pouring into the planet, and your job is to have a clean vessel to receive them. The astrological window between now and March 18th. Between now and the 18th, 20th of this month, we have a very specific window that we're traveling through. The eclipse that happened on March 3rd, 2 days ago, has opened up a portal. And we are now in a waning moon, the dark side of the moon, moving towards the Pisces new moon on March 18th. I love this light that's pouring in. The new moon sits at 28 degrees of Pisces, that infamous point, 28, 29 degrees of Pisces, which is where the fixed star Sheet was first discovered. And Sheet carries the energy of emotional overwhelming, of losing one's head, really, losing your footing, of accidents, sudden transitions, including from the physical vehicle. Between now and March 18th, we could see many souls choosing to leave their physical vehicles, their physical bodies, and not because they're failing or that you should feel sorry for them, but because the energy is too intense for their physical vehicles to hold. It's too painful for them. So that their souls can loop out and then choose to loop back in another physical vehicle, if they so choose. We will also witness psychosis, narcissistic collapse, and ego death on a scale that we have never seen before. March and April are the defining months. People will either raise into this new earth frequency, or they will make it undeniably clear they are staying behind in the old one. Your moment to choose. So here you are. You're at the bridge between these two worlds. Rising with the light feels like a surge of positive energy you cannot explain. Is this real? Can this be real? And I say, if you can feel it, yes, it is real, and it can be real. that feeling, that burst of energy is actually your intuition guiding you, your guides, your connection with the divine, your plug to source energy. Trust what you're feeling, not what you fear. What you're feeling when you're aligned in love and in joy and in compassion, moving through life with an ease that used to feel impossible. It can feel at times that no, this is impossible. But yes, if you have the desire is your God-given gift. It is possible. And I'm not talking about unrealistic things like, let me win the lottery. Not that. Don't give specific directions. Ask to be where you want to be and allow the universe to take you there. Allow and trust the universe's process of how it takes you there. But allow yourself to be carried there. Okay, where was I? And the density, the struggle, the pain, the tests you've been moving through. Those are not accidents. They are exactly what is required to hold this new frequency in your sovereign being. The light is meeting the shadow right now in you. And if you are of the awareness, if you are of the consciousness enough to recognize this miraculous moment in time, to hold this new frequency, to keep your head above the water, instead of going into the murky stuff, keep your head up. Navigate through all of the stuff that's coming to you. Turn off all of this social media stuff, all the images that are being projected at us. Get into your bubble of love and joy and light, the world that you create for yourself that is safe and that is beautiful and that is kind and that has support in it. If you are, but you also have to be aware that any conflicts that are going on in your world, you have the power to transmute it. You have the power to alchemize it. It can be alchemized. So say that you've been having financial difficulties and you don't have enough money for your mortgage this month, and you got laid off from your job and you have no idea where this money is going to come from. Trust that it's going to come somehow, some way. God's got me. The universe got me. I am always taken care of. I am always provided for. And stand in that knowing. Even though you don't know how that money is going to make its way to you, how you're going to be funded, how you're going to be supported. Just trust that it will happen, and it will happen. The light is meeting the shadow. Oh wait, they are exactly what is required. Wait a minute. Your density, the struggle, the pain, they're tests. They're not by accident. They're exactly what is required to hold this new frequency in your sovereign being. The light is meeting the shadow right now in you. And if you are aware, if you are conscious enough to recognize this moment for what it is, you have the power to transmute it. This energy can be recalibrated if you ground yourself. If you can choose not to resist. The new earth is real. It is here. And it is waiting for you. It's waiting for me. Do the work. Face the shadows. Clear the karma. Step into your authenticity. Ooh, look, it's thundering. Oh my God, it's thundering. That's crazy. The sky is closing up. Thunder, it means that you're sudden enlightenment. Lightning. Okay, wait. Do the work, face the shadows, clear the karma, step into your authenticity, and rise. Like Jesus Christ. Rise. Rise through the pain of being crucified in every way, shape, and form. You can do it. You can do it. And if you need some encouragement, DM me for readings. I am available. Okay. Love to you, and welcome to the new earth.